Hello, my friends. I am Mr. Dilip Kumar Pal, reader in political science, invites my beloved viewers to a very important topic of political theory, that is post-modernism. In political science, post-modernism is a very important concept. Today's video concentrates or gives attention to the main features of post-modernism. Before we discuss what are the crucial features or the key features of postmodernism, we must know first of all a few lines about postmodernism. Because unless we will know a few lines about the importance of a concept, definitely we will not have interest to know about that. So before we discuss what are the main features of postmodernism, we must know first of all a few lines about postmodernism. Postmodernism has been originated from developed country in general and France in particular. Arnold Toynbee for the first time coined the word postmodernism, and this postmodernism is a concept which has come after modernism, and it has been originated after Second World War. And this postmodernism has been popularized by some scholars. Among these scholars, prominent scholars are Friedrich Nietzsche, Martin Heidegger, Michael Foucault, Richard Rorty, and Jacques Derrida. So, postmodernism has not become popular by itself, but it has been made popular by some renowned scholars like Friedrich Nietzsche, Martin Heidegger, Michael Foucault, Richard Rorty, and Jacques Derrida. So, postmodernism is an ideology. But what are the main features of postmodernism? The first feature or the first principle of postmodernism is that it gives priority to micro-study. This concept, postmodernism, gives priority to micro-study, not macro-study. Micro-study means a specific study. Macro subject means a general study. Postmodernism gives emphasis to micro-study because it believes that people are different in their culture, in their economic condition, in their religion, in their economic conditions, in their political conditions. People are different from one another. They are different in many fields. So, if a study will be made on some group, it cannot be generalized for all. by making study about a particular group, if it will be generalized for all, it will be wrong. So, postmodernism believes in micro study. It believes that as people are different from one another in various fields, so they must be studied group wise or part wise or section wise. So, postmodernism trusts or it believes in micro study. It discards, it rejects macro study. So the first principle of postmodernism is that it believes in micro study. Okay, my viewers? The second principle of postmodernism is rejection to scientific method. It rejects science as well as its method. Supporters of postmodernism believe that the object of scientific study is to study a particular group or specific object and it makes it generalized. So, scientific study or the method of science, it studies a particular thing and makes it generalized. For example, it says 2 molecules of hydrogen, 1 molecule of water will be 2 molecules of hydrogen, 1 molecule of oxygen will be water. And it makes it generalized. So, postmodernism rejects scientific method. It believes that science may be a method, but it will not be the only method. As science believes in studying a particular thing and makes it generalized, so postmodernism rejects science and its method. Okay, viewers, you are clear about two principles of postmodernism. Then you come to the third one, postmodernism. Postmodernism opposes modernism because modernism is a concept which believes in science. It believes to generalize a particular thing for all. So, postmodernism rejects modernism. Why? Because modernism believes in science. It believes in scientific method. Number two, modernism also believes that to make study on a particular thing and make it generalized. So, postmodernism reacts against modernism. It does not support modernism. This is the third important principle. Then, my viewers, come to the fourth important principle of postmodernism, which is rejection of Marxism and liberalism. Postmodernism rejects Marxism and liberalism because Marxism and liberalism also believe to study a particular thing and makes it generalized. These two ideologies believe about general things. Okay, so postmodernism rejects Marxism as well as Leninism because these two principles believe to generalize a particular thing. Then, my viewers, come to the fifth feature of postmodernism is trust in social, political, cultural and economic diversity. It believes that human beings are different, are diverse from one another from different angles. They believe there is social diversity, political diversity, economic diversity, cultural diversity. It means all people are not same. They are different from social angles, economic angles, political angles and cultural angles. So postmodernism believe that people are not synonymous. They are different from one another in different angles. So they must be studied separately. All people are different from one another. They must be studied separately. And by studying a particular group, we cannot make it generalized for all. If we will make it generalized, it will become wrong. So it trusts that people are different from one another from different angles. So they must be studied, they must be given attention specifically. And the sixth important principle of postmodernism, the sixth important principle of postmodernism is rejection of universal truths, universal values and universal ideologies. Postmodernism rejects universal values, universal truths and universal ideologies. It believes that in the world there should not be anything which is general, because people are different from one another in various ways, in various degrees and various angles. So if they will be studied universally, or a particular thing cannot be generalized for all, it believes that people should be studied specifically or group wise, so that study will be appropriate. It believes that one thing cannot be generalized, one thing cannot be universalized. If it will become wrong one. So postmodernism is a concept which has mainly 6 important cardinal principles. First of all, the first principle of postmodernism is that it gives priority to micro-study. Number 2, it rejects scientific method. Number 3, it opposes modernism. Number 4, it rejects Marxism and Leninism on the ground that they believe in the universal study. The fifth principle, it trusts in social, political, cultural and economic diversity. And the last one is, it rejects universal truths and universal values and universal ideologies. So these are the main principles of postmodernism. So in this video you are clear the main principles of postmodernism. But postmodernism has also some weak points for which it has been criticized. Try to listen attentively. What criticism postmodernism has? The first criticism of postmodernism is that it rejects science. According to some scholars, science is a method whose informations can be proved. The moment you want to prove informations of science, you can prove it. So it is a dependable method. So postmodernism, by rejecting the science, has made an error. This is the first criticism of postmodernism. Number 2, another criticism of postmodernism is that it opposes modernism. But according to some scholars, modernism has some important principles about which postmodernism is not aware of it, or postmodernism is not aware about the positive sides of modernism. So postmodernism has been criticized. And the third criticism of postmodernism is that, according to some scholars, postmodernism has been originated from developed countries. It has come from developed countries. So it cannot be applied for the developing and underdeveloped countries. It is a concept from the developed countries. So according to some scholars, as it has come from or as it has been originated from developed countries, it cannot be applied for underdeveloped and developing nations. So in this video, we have discussed about the main features of postmodernism and its criticisms. Thank you, my viewers. I have full confidence that my viewers will get a lot of benefits from this video. At least they are clear about the basic principles of postmodernism and the weak points. Again, we will be here with another video of the political theory in the next video. Till now, goodbye to all. Thank you.